Okay, we are just landed for our second to last day, which I guess is technically day 4. We are actually right here, Ensenada, Mexico. And what's nice about this one is, you know, it's different. We don't have ferry boats, so we actually. Sorry about the mess and stuff. We're still trying to get ready so we can get off the ship, but you know, Liberty was at like 8:30, and with the balcony, I mean, it's nice, it's sunny, and this is the view that we have from our balcony. So we're at the port of Ensenada, and I love this little looking Ensenada, Mexico, made in the white iconic stones. And you got everybody from the ship here that is mustered up. So I'm assuming all these people here are doing excursions, and then from there I'm assuming they got the boats that are over there. I mean the boats, the buses. So, and we have the other competitor, Carnival Cruise. You can only imagine how hungover majority of the guests are at that ship, because that is one of the they are known for being a hard party ship, and definitely living up to the name of a booze cruise. So yeah, definitely it's good because you can tell the difference between a Carnival cruise and a Royal Caribbean cruise. That's their signature right there. So if you're ever confused, you're like, I don't know Carnival cruise. And obviously the boats, our boats are yellow. The lifeboats are yellow. Theirs are, I guess, white. But there's a scheme that's slightly different, but pretty much. And they don't have the iconic water slides, at least on this Royal Caribbean. So really cool. I mean, we are technically, we're in technically Mexico, but we'll actually step foot literally like right there. So, well, you can see our lifeboats right there. But, you know, everybody wants to get off and go explore. Beautiful city, Ensenada. I have never been here, but I can't wait. And it's just cool to come here because now you actually get to see, you know, the boatsman knots and all that stuff, and the anchors, whatever, the posts that are going to be tied that hold this ship and prevent this from actually doing that. So you have each section right there, and you got to imagine how much this thing weighs, and it's secured. It ain't rocking or whatever. And these posts right here pretty much do so much to make the ship stabilize and safe so that the guests can get off. So anyways, I guess we'll check out once we do more in town. Once we get off the ship, we still gotta do a couple of things, but I can't wait. I've never been in Mexico. Well, I've been in Mexico, but I've never been in Ensenada in Mexico. I've heard of it, but I have always had this on my list, even if it's just for a day. You know, I know that there'll be more or whatever. And then if you see the bridge tower right there, that tower right there, watchtower, that's to make sure that they can look to make sure that everything's okay with the ship being able to corner like right here. That's their job, is to make sure that this is aligned right here. So that's what that watchtower right there is for. But also too, if there's a many men overboard or whatever, or an idiot on a balcony that's thinking about jumping or hanging over, they'll be able to call that in. So it's pretty nice to see, you know, be here. But I'll just end it with this: like, we are here in Ensenada, Mexico. Let's go. Okay, we have just got off and disembarked on the well, sorry it's all out of focus, but Navigators of the Seas. We are here in beautiful, beautiful Ensenada, Mexico. Let's go. So, and like I said, you can already see
the cruise. All right. So here's the deal. Right now, we're gonna drop you off in a shadow station. We got first timers right here. guys? Alright, so right now we're gonna drop you off at a shuttle station. That is called Misionero Shuttle Station. Alright? If at any point throughout the whole day you guys miss it, you cannot find it, don't worry about it, don't get scared. Alright? The only thing you need to do is to find the most American thing we have right here in town, that is McDonald's. Alright? Once you find McDonald's, across the street from McDonald's, shuttle station. Alright? There's no missing out at all because that is the only McDonald's that we have in the area. So our shuttle station is pretty easy to find, okay? Alright. So we're gonna drop you out just half a block away from downtown. But it is downtown. Downtown is just one street, 3 blocks to the right, 3 blocks to the left, that's it. Alright? But for example, if you guys want to hear recommendations about food, I would recommend to get fish tacos. Right? Because fish tacos are originated from right here from Ensenada, California. We have also another very popular dish out here, and that is ceviche. Right? You cannot go wrong with the style ceviche with a fish taco. If you're just drinking water, I would recommend just to get a bottle of water. Alright? Because the water that we drink right here may be different with the water back in the Caribbean, back in the States. Just buy a bottle of water, you'll be good to go. Alright? Or just drink beer to get insane. Alright? Take a time. Healthier option. But if you do, don't do it while walking because that's illegal. Alright? But if you do, just like the bottle with the little straw, you'll be good to go. Alright? Welcome to Mexico. You guys know the ratio between $1 and the Mexican peso right now? Okay, one of your dollars equals to 19 to 20 pesos. Okay, for one of your dollars. You don't need to exchange your money to Mexican currency because we accept dollars. If you pay with dollars, we give you dollars back. If you pay with pesos, we give you pesos back right away. You can also use your debit and credit out here in this area. Just don't get scared, right? So a lot of people sometimes, they don't know they're talking about card. We only charge you in pesos, not in dollars. Which means if you spend 50 bucks on something, you swipe your card, we're gonna give you the receipt, and the total's gonna feel like 1,000. All right, that is not dollars, that is only pesos. All right. Guys have any questions? No. All right. The first thing you're gonna notice once I drop you off in town is a lot of street vendors. All right. Please don't listen to them. Everything they sell, it's fake. All right. The first thing you're gonna notice is people with the wooden box, a lot of chains hanging on them, earrings and rings, and they're gonna tell you this is silver. It looks good on you, looks shiny on you, but in 3 weeks you're gonna end up with the great tattoo on your neck. Right? And trust me, you don't want that. All right, that is not real silver. That is something that's called alpaca. All right. In case you guys want to buy any jewelry, just walk to a jewelry store, but please don't buy gold and don't buy diamonds. All right, just buy silver. But you need to check if it's a stamp with the .925 or it's from Taxco. That is a good service to buy. Other than that, don't buy nothing else. Okay. How to go back to your cruise. The other thing you need to do is go back to the same shuttle station. I'm going to drop you off in a few minutes. And there's some steps to follow. The first one, you have to give your ticket to the bus driver. Any bus available right over there and down in the shuttle station is going to bring you back to your cruise. And the second step, you have to show him your key card. Alright, that way we're allowed to bring you back right here to your cruise, back and forward throughout the whole day, every 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, the very last one, going from the shuttle station back here to your cruise, it's at 4:30. Alright, that is clear?
Yes.
You guys have any questions?
Yeah, what about tequila? Can we bring it back or no?
Of course you can. Yeah, as many as you can carry, man.
All right.
Here's the deal. Per person, it's 2 bottles per person, duty free at the cruise. That means if you take more than 2 bottles, if they ask, they gotta take it away from you, and you have to pay like a tax. It goes around for like $2.75 per extra liter of tequila, not bottle, extra liter. All right. So duty free is only 2 bottles per person at that cruise. But you can take 100, right? For just if they ask, you have to pay for the tax for the extra liters, right?
Okay, thank you.
You want
Just tell them the 2 bottle extras for the baby.
21 years old, all right? Alright guys, first of your stomachs right here. If you guys don't know what to do right here in town, if you guys want to get to experience the whole idea of Ensenada, California, you know, what you guys want to get to see the entire city and everything, I always recommend to people to do some tours, excursions, because you guys have a lot of time to spend right over here. And I always tell people, if you guys want to do a tour, do it right now. So on the way back from the tour, you will see have plenty of time to do whatever you guys want to do right here in the streets in downtown. And for example, right here in Ensenada, California, we got the best tour, also the cheapest one, and that is called La Bufadora. Have you heard about that one before? No, okay, what it is La Bufadora? La Bufadora, it's a natural geyser. Right, this place right here, okay? The one that we have right here with us in Ensenada, California, it's the biggest one in the world. There's 3, they're like the biggest ones. The third one's in Hawaii, the second one's in Australia, and the first one is right here with us, alright? It's a 3.5-hour tour. We're taking a bus like this one, we're taking like myself. We, on the meantime, it takes about 35 minutes to get you guys there to the blowhole, alright? In the meantime, we show you the entire city. We take you to our bay area so you guys can see our beautiful ocean and beach right over there. We show you our fields so you guys can see how we grow vegetables and fruits. And then we drop you off right over there at the blowhole and we give you guys about 2 hours to be right there. Why do we give you so much time? Because right over there, at the same place, we got the biggest flea market in town with over 300 stores, all right? And you will find anything and everything. For example, you will find a lot of, for example, food. You will find a lot of fish tacos, shrimp tacos, carne asada tacos, birria tacos, chicken tacos. I mean, you get the idea, all right? Besides a lot of drinks, margaritas, piñas coladas. If you guys like to take, you know, tequila or shots of tequila, right over there, if you guys buy your tour with us, we give you a free tequila tasting included as a gift, all right? And right over there, we have 3 museums. I mean, you can go to each museum and take your tequila shots. And they give you between 4 and 6 shots of tequila in each museum, all right? And you're also gonna find a lot of leather out there. Leather, you handbags, wallets, backpacks, and everything. Same leather branded. Gucci, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Prada, fake as hell, all right? So brand is just a knockoff, all right? What is real? It's the leather, 100% real, all right? You'll also find a lot of pharmacies, all right? Why do we have a lot of pharmacies right over there? No prescription needed, all right? You can take up to 3 months supplies per person back to your cruise, all right? And that's a round trip. We bring it, once you guys start doing everything, shopping and everything, we wait for you on the same bus. We bring you back right here with us in the shuttle station. If you guys want to, we can drop you off inside of the cruise. And the whole tour, the round trip, the tequila tasting included and everything, the blowhole, the flea market, it has to cost of $25 if you per person. If you guys want to go, if you guys have kids, as long as you can take them in your lab, they don't pay to go for free. All right? We also have horseback riding in the ocean for 45 minutes to an hour. That's a cost of $35. We also have city tours. You stay right here in town for 45 minutes, and that's a cost of $20. And we also have ATVs and golf cars for rental because we're gonna drive around the city and hit different spots right here. You guys have any questions? No? All right then. Welcome.
So if that's one that I really do, it's not that far. It's really good. Just ask them what it's called. And so, yeah, I brought June here. It wasn't that far. The downtown is like there's a strip of all bunch of stores right there. So I just don't know where we're getting hurt.
Where's Candace at? They already came this morning?
Yeah.
It was like 4:30 when we went to bed.
Alright guys, I just want to show you our McDonald's real quick. McDonald's is right there at the corner, alright? Our shuttle station is just right here across the street, alright? McDonald's at the corner, shuttle station right over here. This whole corner is a shuttle station. This will need to be back so we can bring it back to your cruise, alright? Again, back and forward throughout the whole day, every 10 to 15 minutes. The very last one, 4:30, alright? If you guys are interested in buying the tours, for example, the blow tour, there's a lady right up there with the white tent and the white foot. You buy your tickets right over there. As soon as you buy your tickets, we're going to move you on into the next bus, and you'll be going to the level like in 5 to 10 minutes, alright?
That's cool. You can rent those, Andy.
That's so
That is cool. That's like the ones at Disney.
I know.
Thanks, have fun. I love you.
Okay, alright, we are... This is where we're gonna be at. Okay, we are here and Lázaro Cárdenas, the boulevard of the intersection, and this is like our starting point. There's a McDonald's. That's the station that dropped us off over there. So in Ensenada, and you have 7-Elevens everywhere, but these markets are packed with tourists. I mean, you can rent cars, you have just a lot of shopping options, and this is definitely one of the places that probably you're gonna want to stop by so you can get your pharmacy or whatever and stuff, because you don't need to have a prescription. That's the big sell when you visit Mexico, is they don't have that. But I mean, even look at that. I'm just curious if they have these in the States, the Tom and Jerry Happy Meal options or whatever. But I'm just so cool, excited that we're here with everybody. Actually get to enjoy. The weather's pretty nice. You know, basically, it's really nice. I just wanted to wear light. The Ray-Ban Metas, the translator actually does work, so I'm really excited to try it out. Just because I did take Spanish in college, and obviously family on my side, or I don't get to visit as often, are very fluent in Spanish, and so is my dad, aka Father Uncle Bob. But I'm not going to call him just to translate. So it looks like I'm going to have to rely on the Ray-Ban Metas as my translator, so that I can remember some of the dialogue. So the main thing is to be alert of everything going on. So just make sure to just be alert. So I have all my stuff here, so that way anything's happening, ain't nobody pickpocketing me. So yeah, and obviously here they don't have as many of the options. They have kind of a little higher curbs and stuff. So yeah, let's see. But there's a lot of Raider stuff, so I may be tempted to purchase some of this Raider Nation gear. But for me, I want to actually look and see what they have to offer at every place, and then towards the end I want to be able to see if I could actually just get my stuff. But yeah, it's just crazy, and a lot of stuff is, like I said, handcrafted. You can't beat it, you know. So, and like I said, what's nice is anytime you do any of these markets or whatever, any of these markets, don't forget, okay, the American dollar has a lot of pull. Cash is king, like I said. So if you want to make a deal, you can make a deal. Just know that right now, currently they told us that the pesos to every American dollar is 19 to 20 pesos per US dollar. So, and they do take US cash, so that's why I said make sure to bring cash. Ideally try to bring it in increments of at least $20, just because it's not every vendor here is gonna have to be able to break a $100 bill. So yeah, but definitely, you know, I'm gonna try to stay with the group. So definitely need to stay with the group. So yeah, but yeah, we'll get off the kill with the group.
Hey, I can get an umbrella.
So yeah, but yeah, so you know, really excited just to be out here and check out all the different markets and support the local economy. And you know, just as I said, it's gives you a lot of ideas though, but just love the like aesthetics of the iconic old buildings. You know, like I said, when you're in different countries, they have different you know, codes and structures and OSHA and stuff like that. So you can see something when it's super modernized, it's right there. But then you got actual vintage, old school, and these businesses change from time to time because, you know, but just to get a backdrop of the city. So I don't know if I'm gonna go through every single store that we have here, but I think the one thing I may want to hopefully see, I just don't know if I will see it on this part of Mexico, is I would like to see if I can find my last name car insurance. So I've seen it before. They have a Navarro car insurance when I was in Tijuana like decades ago, and I definitely want to see if I could find if the Navarro insurance company is still around. So we'll see, but you know, other than that, we'll check out and see what else we could we can get. And we're definitely gonna be trying out the Ray-Ban Metas just to see what they are. And you know, but for now, I'm just gonna try to get little snippet kits here because trying to edit all this on CapCut is just gonna be a little bit too excessive. So plus some of the negotiating, I don't want to do it on camera because I feel like that'll hurt me in negotiating the deals or whatever. And we get good deals, so that's the thing. So we got the family here and friends, so we'll see how the rest of it goes or whatever, you know. And yeah, and be very cautious. There's all kinds of art things all around there for sale. But we're here at the Licorice Plaza, and yeah, this is definitely one of the spots you want to go to. They just have this. I think it's really cool. That caught my attention. Licorice Plaza, and you have all kinds of stuff. I mean, this isn't just your regular store. Look at all the like It's just the eye candy, the whole pirate chest thing. You can get your beer and whatever, just can't drink it openly in public. I don't know if they say you can drink it with a straw, but then hold me on that.
Made it.
But yeah, it took us forever. And then, so it's cool. You get to see they have a lot of selection stuff to let you try and see stuff. So, you know, take advantage of it. But, you know, like I said, it's just a really nice collection of like everything that they have here. So, and I don't know if we're allowed in that back room, whatever, but you know, yeah, that's for employees. But you know, so yeah, it's a lot of selection stuff. This is something I've gotten in the past. It's just like the tequila, scorpion in it, and they even have their own top shelf like shelving that has a lot of the specialty bottles and stuff like that. And that's what really Mexico is really known for, is just these really cool limited collections. I mean, you got one that looks like a guitar case or whatever. One is shaped like a jaguar or panther, whatever it's supposed to be. Just anytime I've had a friend go, they always are like, hey, give me a bottle. And most likely, if they pull in the Ensenada, this is probably where they're going to go. I mean, you just have that. And the rule is, actually, believe it or not, on a ship, you can only bring, they said 2 bottles. You can only bring 2 bottles. So after that, they say you get charged like a tax or something like that. So, but yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see all this stuff. So we'll see what we end up getting, but just a lot of collections. But for me, I don't really drink as much to that, but this may tempt me to want to get something cool, especially like something like that. That's an actual bullet. I think that's really cool. But there's always, Mexico always has something that I always want to buy. So we'll see how it goes and you know what the wife wants to do. But we just barely got here, so we'll see how everything else is going to be checking out. And yeah, we'll see how the tickets and stuff. So, like I said, it's nice to have your, you know, do your little market and not have to be stuck in this so long and wait. So we got the rest of the group here. Basically, she's just getting there. We'll see what else we end up doing, but we still are a quarter of the way down here. Maybe make our way all the way down there, possibly down maybe there, but we'll see where it takes us. But yeah, it's, you know, we only just have, like I said, a couple of hours because it is 12:12 p.m. and we have to start probably getting back about 3 p.m.-ish because 4:15 p.m. is the cutoff time and we don't want to be rushing back. So we pretty much have about 3 hours to spare. So, yeah, but you know, Liquors Plaza has everything. You want to get your hair done, and I'll show you later when my wife gets it finished. And see how it goes.
Brought some papas and beers, and then I seen a really nice, I think 80s Toyota Corolla DX station wagon. Never ever seen one, man. It's really nice. So yeah, but just a lot going on in this street here, and it's nice. I try to keep an eye on all the cool cars that I've seen here. That by far is the coolest one in nice condition I've seen so far. So, but we're right here in downtown Ensenada, Mexico. So let's go and see what else we'll get into. But we're all here with the fam right now, chilling, about to probably grub and get some drinks. But I love the shaded ambience, and then bam, you got the game and all that. So it's a good time.
Kicking it over here.
guys selling like $10. Well, I can verify these guys selling my Raider $10 hat. I definitely want to get that hat sometime. But you got Papa's and Beer, downtown. You got the, whatever they call this, sushi bar and seafood live music spot. So it's definitely a very happening area. Not as crazy as Papa's and Beer. Papa's and Beer, definitely, but they have some good deals. And they got the game and they got shade. So we're gonna do that and see. Shop. Across the street, shop. Cross over there, shop. Or eat and drink, shop, eat and drink. I mean, I've never seen it like this in any other part of the world and on this level where there's just deals to be made. So, yeah. But I'm going to show you the one item that I really want to hope that I can find. And, you know me, I really love Raider stuff. So, let's see if they have it here. I don't want to stay with the group too much because I got like food and stuff, but you know, my goal is to get a poncho for well under $45. They're all asking for $45, but I want to get one for that. So, I've seen a bucket hat that's Raiders over there that I want really bad. I've seen a lot of ponchos, Raider ponchos I want over there. And you got people just acting up, man. I'm not gonna zoom in on that, but this is how it is. And I actually want to check out the, I don't know if I can pronounce it, Shamuku or Shamuka, I don't know, Shamuka. I have to announce it to see how that is, but, you know, and I don't know if the group wants to get rowdy enough, but I may have to go across over there to Papa's and Beers and give me my Raiders here, my hat. I'm gonna try to get my hat for $10. That's the goal. And I didn't even realize they have a whole other side over here as well. So if you have a big group, definitely come to the sushi bar and seafood. If you don't want to deal with the loudness, but you don't want to deal with that, that's fine. So I'm gonna just end it with my father-in-law Andy. Bye, bitch. Mexico and not want to buy at least one thing. I'm telling you that right now. You know, like anything else, you know that anything you buy is going to directly support the locals, community. No big corporations are here. This is all local family. You're supporting that family. Obviously times are tough or whatever, but you find that one thing from the family, you know that is going directly to help support that family and everything. So check it out, but definitely come to this spot or whatever. Great music, good times, and yeah, so we got that. So check it out. I love this spot. I can't wait to come back here, guys. It's definitely gonna be on my spot. Come here and check out a whole lot of things here. So yeah, I'll end it with all this stuff, but anytime you can get the game on this level, look at nobody's using this place. Because at the end of the day, when you come out here, you gotta eat. You know, so I'll send it right here. Yeah. So downtown, Ensenada, Mexico. Let's go. Pharmacies and all that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that we didn't get to do. We have about an hour to spare, so just kind of want to see all the little cool stores and stuff. I mean, you really can spend all day here trying to get just unique shirts to like capture the moment and good food. There's just a lot of choices of like things to get. It's so hard to decide on what you want to get. Even me, I just got like my spot. I mean, you have a lot of just cool little spots that you can check out and see that. So I would probably recommend just get up here early and try to just check it out, because that time's gonna be gone and there's deals. I mean, look, you got like dollar tacos, so fish tacos. So you know, you just have to be patient, and you know, the deals will come to you. You just really have to shop around, and you know, a lot of stuff that we just missed out on, like the oyster bar, the tequila room, the Los Columpianos. I don't even know how to say it right now. I can't even talk. You got a karaoke room up there. So I'm just gonna try my best to stay with the group, but you know, the thing I think about
definitely want to give everything kind of like a try, just because, you know, you just, so many options, so we'll see where else we get into. So many spots that we didn't even get to like check out down each of these intersections that we were at, so maybe next time we'll check out some of the stuff, but we'll definitely have to get some like things on that day. But yeah, definitely a lot of options, so I want to definitely have more time next time. But
Pink one for you.
Miklo?
Pink one for you.
Oh yeah, and then you have those, so that's definitely a souvenir. But yeah, just a lot of unique gifts. You know, they're not about like worried about being offensive or not. It's just, you know, it's just fun when you're out here tourism, you know, checking out the city and stuff. There's a lot of just cool things to engage in. So I would just recommend at least give one shot, even if you're not gonna do like an excursion, you know, because you want time to be able to check out all the cool merchandise, gifts. I mean, Mother's Day is around the corner, and we just want to check out, you know, all these spots or whatever. And I've just seen so many ideas, so many things that I'm like, okay, I may want to get that next time, see that next time, and you know, so yeah. What's that?
Ask him to lift up his apron.
No. Yeah, you got a new barbecue.
25. 25. Uno. Uno.
In negro or blanco?
You don't have any, he says.
No brown ones.
You don't want to take this one? I'll do it for 20. It's brand new.
You can put that with the new grill, Marvin. Yeah, there's some fun gag gifts though, but you just have to like pay attention to a lot of just the signage. Kind of like miss the path, so you know it's just really cool to like wonder like what the story is behind this. You know, it's obviously the John Walker sign, but I mean, where else do you go and see that there's an actual like sign? I can only think of Vegas, but you know, we're definitely starting to like feel the heat, but you know, we definitely want to wear it on the ship, Martin. Wear it on the ship. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Wear it for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Alright, so I'm gonna try to catch up to the group. But yeah, so we got, I don't know, just so many options of just really cool stuff that you see for a marketplace. So I feel like every time I come to any part of Mexico, I'm never disappointed in just the different ideas, the funny gag gifts, the tourism gifts. There's so many options. Like that, I was a fan. I wanted that so bad, but I might hold off on it. I just really want to see what else we have here, and you know, I'm gonna try to see if I can get to my back to my group. So if I can get back to my group, you know, I think that'll be it. So, alright, well, let me stop real quick because we just made it past the area. So we got the rest of our group is way down over there. And so we're back at our starting point kind of when all this fun happened. Fortunately, I didn't get to go down that section, but I was very happy with the area that we went to. You know, so now we're back at where we need to be at, and you know, definitely our goal is to make it back to here, and that's our hub that we need to get back on the shuttle so that we're not rushing back to get on the ship. So yeah, I guess I'll see what's up.
do is really pay attention, make sure everybody stays with the group, because obviously the rules are different out here. You can't judge it by the international, you know, whatever they call it, DMV or whatever, like regulations, driving. So, you know, but yeah, but you definitely just gotta pay attention, be alert, make sure you're not on the street, and yeah, so I'm just making sure that I'm with my in-laws, and you know, because I got the passports and all that stuff, and I want to make sure that if there's a long line, that we are back to that aspect of everything. So yeah, and it's yeah.
There's a bar with the Camaro.
Oh, yep. We're almost back. Let's see. So we got the road driven. No más, no más. So obviously, let's go check our thing and see what we got. But so I think we gotta check into this station over here. But, so you can see, you have a walkway. You are allowed to walk up here, and you can see the waterfall. Obviously, you can jump in, but I mean, I passed by it, and I didn't even know that there was this thing. So it's just really cool to see all this stuff right here. And yeah, well, I'm not gonna walk across the whole thing, but you can clearly see all that stuff. So yeah, really cool. And yeah, you know, just you hear the sound of everything, and in fact you have this little on-way ramp. I just saw one of the signs they had was like, don't have the what you call it, for skateboarding. They don't want you skateboarding and ruining up this concrete stuff. But like I said, it's really cool. And I'll have to find out who these people are. They have their little statue heads right there. So they have 1, 2, and 3. So I want to say they're inventors or something, but this has to do with the tribute. But you can do a little love just in time for, you know, any kind of anniversary. But I thought this was really cool. So, you know, fortunately I didn't get to check out everything, but definitely had a great time here. So probably just do a little bit of the entrance on how to get back to the ship, but I think that's it. And you know, the thing is too, there's a lot of police, yeah, so you know, that's the thing. You want to make sure that you're safe or whatever, but at least you can get help.